Hey everybody, it's good to see you all tonight. All right, as we get ready, I want to make one change if I can. Well, I can't make that change. So it says show 286, it's really show 287. It's 287. Let's see if we can change that. 1 minute. Show 287. Oh, it says 287. Oh, I see where I didn't change it. 1 minute. This is our Shlockathon, so we can just do these things. 1 minute. Let's just see captions. Let's go to captions. And here we go. Show 2. That should do it. Save. Here we go. Show 287. All right. I've only wasted 1 minute and 26 seconds of our time. Let's go down to chat and see if it's working out. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to Lenny Solomon Live, show 287. Yeah. And day 2 of the Four Corners Daniel Shlockathon. On this 43-day journey where we attempt to raise $600,000. That's what we got to raise. And you might say, Lenny, how much did we raise in day 1? And let's go to the ticker tape, which we don't have. But we do have a thermometer. We raised a total of. Can you see that? Let's get close. $551 in day 1. Not bad. Thanks, Steve. Steve checking in, telling you we are loud and clear. Picture looks great from here in Israel, in Beit Shemesh, Four Corners Studio, here in Beit Shemesh, Israel. And let's go. Let's have a good show today. Talk a little bit about what we're going to do this year, all of our projects. But first, let's do a little music. Ready? Let's go to the shul and daven. Let's go to the shul. Let's go to the shul and daven. Let's go to the shul. At the shul. You can daven, you can learn, you can juggle, you can turn at the shul. Chab, 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 chab. When you hear the shliach swaying, you can hear the minion praying at the shul. Go right to shul when you get to school. At the shul, everybody come on. Let's go to the shul. 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 What shul? If your tefillin ain't straight, someone will fix them. Just wait at the shul. If you had a bad day, stand and start to pray at the shul. Right or wrong, you can determine when you listen to a sermon at the shul. Let's go to 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 the shul. What shul? I got it, boys. Here we go. Got a shot, got him in, got a muscle, got a marv at the shul. If you feel the knees are buckling, start yourself a shuckling at the shul. Right or wrong, you can determine when you listen to a sermon at the shul. Come on, everybody. Let's go to the shul. 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 At the shul. Oh yeah, at the shul, yeah. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. Saying hello to Susan from Silver Spring, checking in. Good to see you, Susan. So here we are, day 2 of the Four Corners Daniel Shlockathon. And what's the theme? What's the theme of the Shlockathon? Gotta keep on giving. Gotta open up your hands. Gotta keep on giving. Every woman, every man. Gotta keep on giving. Gotta open up your hands. Gotta keep on giving. Every woman, every man. Hey, that's right. I want to say hello to Eric from Pennsylvania checking in. Eric, good to see you. As we are, our numbers are coming in here. Gotta keep on giving. That's the theme of this year's 5784 Shlockathon. Daniel Four Corners Shlockathon. Four Corners Daniel Shlockathon. Let me tell you guys a little story. So, you're going to say to me, Lenny, how did the first album come about? I'm going to tell you right now. So it was 1985. Now, in 1985, I was leaving accounting. And I went to Australia. I went to Australia for 7 weeks, where I was the music director of Counterpoint in Melbourne, Australia. Amazing experience. First thing is to meet another Jewish community. And I have had the fortune of meeting Jewish communities in South Africa, because I've been there 9 times. Australia, I've been there 8 times. England, I can't even count the amount of times I've been in England and all the cities I've played. But about 250 cities. But anyway, so it was 85 and I was in, 85 I was in Israel. 85 I was in Israel at the Israel Summer Seminar in NCSY. I was leading a tour. Oh, yes. Me with no experience, because I had only been to Israel for 2 weeks. But the reason they took me was because of my musical experience and the ruach that they thought I would bring, which I did. I mean, obviously. So, anyway, in 85, we started recording Learning is Good, the first album. And I needed a place to record it, because we had 11 song parodies, but we didn't have a place to record. So my producer looked around and we found a place called 39th Street Music. Now, 39th Street Music was the same place that Shaka Khan recorded at, Ashford and Simpson recorded at. It was a big studio. And we went in and we said to them, how much do you charge? We want to do a project here. And they said, $180 an hour. And I said, $180 an hour? We don't have $180 an hour. They said, well, I'll tell you what we can do for you. If you work from midnight to 8 a.m., we'll only charge you $60 an hour. We'll give you an engineer, an assistant engineer, and a slave. And I said, what's a slave? They said, the slave you send out for coffee at 4 a.m. So we had an engineer. His name was Mick Cantarella, and he's the first inductee in the Shlock Rock Hall of Fame. He's a very good friend. And Mick Cantarella was the engineer, and the producer was Dana Friedman. And we got a great musician to play with us, Eric Gale, who's not alive anymore. Eric Gale, who played on Paul Simon's albums, who played in the band Stuff, I believe it was called. He played on Learning is Good on 4 tracks. But everybody was in such awe of him, they couldn't play with him. Like, it was, it was very an interesting situation. Now, I played on it. I played on Learning is Good, a Barbanel, New Moon, I think New Moon, maybe not. 4 songs. Old Time Torah Scroll I played on with Yonah Lloyd. Chucky Epstein was on drums at that time. Anyway, so we did this project for 8 weeks. We did this project for 8 weeks from midnight to 8 a.m. It took me 3 months to recover, because basically what I was doing was I was working at night from midnight to 8 a.m. doing this project. Right? And then during the day, I had a day job, which was I was the music director of Gypsy, of the Jewish Public School Youth Organization. And I would go into public schools and play music. which is how we met Eric from Pennsylvania, and how I met so many people, from Daniel Travis from Bronx Science, and Rob Springer from Bronx Science, and Rachel from Midwood, or Murrow, can't remember. Anyway, all these people, I met so many people that I'm still friends with today. So Avram Chaim Schneider says to me, he says, Avram Chaim, how did you come up with the name Shlock Rock? So you know how it just popped into my head. That's how I came up with it. It just came Shlock Rock. It made sense. But it was a very controversial name. In the beginning, I remember going to my partner in Kesher, which was my first band. Right? We always point to Kesher. That's where I started. And I went to him, to Tzvi, and I said, Tzvi, I'm going to make an album, and I'm calling it Shlock Rock. He said, and I said, do you want to partner with me? And he said, only if you change the name. He didn't like the name. But I said, no, this is the name, Shlock Rock. It has to be called Shlock Rock. So he was not interested. And a lot of people didn't like the name Shlock Rock. To this day, I mean, like 15 years in, I'm having a meeting with somebody, and they go, Lenny, you have to change your name. And I looked at them, and I go, what are you kidding me? Shlock Rock. It's the name, Shlock Rock. Why Shlock Rock? Because Shlock means secondhand in Yiddish. Rock is rock, so it's secondhand rock, and that's exactly what it is. We change the words to original rock to rock songs. We parody them, and we have Shlock Rock. That's how we came up with the name. So why am I talking so much? Because it is a Shlockathon, ladies and gentlemen, and we need you guys to give. Now, we got $551 on day one. Now remember what the plan is. We need 3,000 fans to give $200, 100 in December and 100 in January. You get a tax deductible donation for every year. This is a 501c3, totally legit. It's Jewish education, informal Jewish education. Saying hello to Jason from Chandler. Yeah. Jason from Chandler, Arizona is checking in. So the thing about it is, we need you guys to tell everybody, all your Shlock Rock friends, and we have big announcements today. Do you know what happened today? Today, if you went to Spotify, or if you went to YouTube Music, or if you went to Apple Music, and you plugged in Shlock Rock, Learning is Good, or Wood Schlock, or Sergeant Schlockers, it's there. We're putting all the parody albums now available on the streaming services. Up till now, they've only been the original music. But now, already there are at least 10 parody albums up there, and the rest of them are on their way. I mean, within a day or two, or a week or so, probably a week, you'll have every single Shlock Rock album ever made, and you could listen to it in your car on Spotify or on Apple Music or on YouTube Music, on whatever streaming service you use. So, isn't that amazing stuff? I think that's amazing stuff. Now listen. But we need you guys to join us. Be a part of this informal Jewish education through music and media. You know, if you want to give more than $200, you can give more than $200. I'm not limiting you. But either way, we've played to so many people over the years that, you know, all we really need are 3,000 fans doing $200 each, and we will have the budget, and you will get the greatest musical that I've ever written. And you can buy them too, as Jason points out, on schlockrock.com. Yes, you can. You can. You can buy them as well. And then you'll have the whole digital license. All right. Let's do another song, you guys. It's 14 minutes in, and I'm talking a lot. I told you a story. I told you a little bit about the first album. So we might as well let's do a Barbanel. Ready? Ba 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 Barbanel, ba 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 Barbanel. We think you're swell, Barbanel. You got me yearning for the learning, reaching for the teacher, Barbanel. Ba 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 Barbanel, ba 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 Barbanel. We think you're swell, Barbanel. You got me yearning for the learning, reaching for the teacher, Barbanel. Went to a shear, thought it would be clear. Saw a Barbanel, now I'm learning for a year, a Barbanel. A Barbanel. You got me yearning for the learning, reaching for the teacher, Barbanel. Yeah. tried Kabbalah, I tried Agadah, tried a Barbanel, and it all began to gel. Barbanel, Barbanel. You got me yearning for the learning, reaching for the teacher, Barbanel. Ba 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 Barbanel, ba 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 Barbanel. We think you're swell, Barbanel. You got me yearning for the learning, reaching for the teaching, Barbanel. Yeah, you got me yearning for the learning, reaching for the teaching, Barbanel. Ba 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 Barbanel. Yeah. All right. So here's the funny thing. The first album, Schlock Rock Learning is Good, for me, it was comedy. I had absolutely no intention. I had no intention of ever putting out another Schlock Rock album. It was going to be a one cassette, one cassette. That's it. And then I got this letter from a lady in Florida, which I'm sure I've told you this story before for those of you that watch me all the time. But the lady wrote to me and said, "Dear Lenny, my brother who hates Judaism is listening to your cassette around the clock. Keep up the good work." And then I got another letter similar. And I thought to myself, maybe this is a reason that I did this. Maybe there's a reason I did this. And I started working on album number 2. Yeah. Meanwhile, I was doing the album Jewish Pride, because as the music director of Jewish Public School Youth, I was hired to do this original music album called Jewish Pride. So one of the songs on that was called Hine Matov. Let's get that done. Here we go. Haven't done this in a while, you guys. Here we go. Oh, 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 oh. Hine Matov, Umanaim, Shever Achim, Gam Yachad, Hine Matov. ומנעים שברחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שמלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שמלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שמלכים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's all right. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומנעים, הנה מה טוב שברחים גם יחד. All right. That was amazing. Eric writes in, it's great that you got Rabbi Winyards to tell a story on Jewish Pride. Yes, that was an amazing coup, because he was a great storyteller. Is still. But you know, that song, Eliyahu with the tug, was amazing. Maybe we'll do it later on next week. You know, I've transcribed it so I could actually tell the story. But the thing is like this, you guys. You're going to say, okay, Lenny, $600,000. That's a lot of money. What do you need? What do you need $600,000 for? What is this? Is this a joke? You pocketing some money? The answer is no, I'm not. The answer is we have a musical. It's called Daniel in Babylon. And Daniel in Babylon is as good. I'm telling you right now. I'm biased because I wrote it. It's as good or better than Les Mis. It's as good as better than Hamilton, than Wicked, than Book of Mormon. It's on that level. And it has to come out. I've got a director choreographer. Her name is Kate Cole. She is ready to go to work on this thing. So yes, we need investors, but we also have a way of putting this thing out because of fiscal sponsorship. What fiscal sponsorship means is that a not-for-profit organization which has the same goals as a for-profit project can become the fiscal sponsor of that project and give the money to that project. And that's why, yes, Devorah, she writes, Daniel is absolutely amazing in caps. Yes, it is. It's unbelievable. There are 29 songs. God gave me a gift. He not only gave me a gift to be able to write parodies and original music, but he also gave me this gift to write this musical. It took me 8 weeks. There are 29 songs. There's no talking. The whole story is told in music. It is outstanding. I'm telling you now, you guys, the world is ready. The world needs this. We're in a tough situation. First thing is, here in Israel, obviously, we're in the middle of a war. And if you're going to give money to Israel, you give money to Israel. But save a little bit. Put aside a little bit for the Four Corners Project, Daniel Shlockathon. Not a lot, but something. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's why we have such a high budget. Next year, the budget will go down. I promise. Unless I write another musical. No. It's going to go. Budget will go down next year. But this year, it's a high budget, and we need you guys to come on board. Because you got to keep on giving. You got to open up your hands. You got to keep on giving. Every woman, every man. You got to keep on giving. You got to open up your hands. You got to keep on giving. Every woman, every man. You know the story behind that song? We debuted that song in Crown Heights at Medgar Evers College. There was a rally with the Jews and the blacks, the black groups and the Jewish groups, and we were the opening act for the Jewish groups. And I wrote this song for that rally, and it ended up coming out to be track 6 on Manual for the Moral-Minded, which came out in 1994. I wrote the song in 92. You remember when David Dinkins was mayor and there was this 3-day, it was terrible, with riots and things. One of my friends, Yankel Rosenbaum, got killed in that. And he was an Australian Jew, very nice guy. And unfortunately, he got killed by a crime. He was murdered. But the thing is, hopefully he's doing well up in Shemayim. It was a long time ago. I guess it was 92. But I wrote this song for this rally. It might have been 94. 92 is when I wrote it. 94 was the rally. Gotta keep on giving, yeah. You gotta open up your hands. Gotta keep on giving. Every woman, every man. Met a man on the street holding a cup. He said, please won't you help me, son? I used to be at the top of the ladder. I'm sitting on the bottom rung. It wasn't long ago I was just like you. Might seem strange, but it's very true. And he looked at me and started to sing. And this is what he said. Gotta keep on giving. Gotta open up your hands. Gotta keep on giving. Oh, every woman, every man. Gotta keep on giving. Gotta open up your hands. Gotta keep on giving. Oh, every woman, every man. Yeah. Say hello to our Associate producer Judy Hertzfeld. We're 25 minutes into our 30-minute show. Every show will be 30 minutes, except for this Sunday, because we're not going on tomorrow, Friday, at Erev Shabbat. We're not going on Saturday night. We will be going on Sunday for an hour straight. So you join us for Shlockathon Day 5. In the meantime, we got time for at least one more song. I've already told you a bunch of stories, but the career was unbelievable. And I know I'm talking in the past tense. It's not over yet. Got lots of stuff to do. What are we going to do this year? Well, we got Daniel in Babylon. We got Shlock Rock Old School, which is going to be a new parody album coming out sometime in 2024. We got 5 new music videos. And of course, Lenny Solomon Live Season 4, as we are starting to enter Season 4. Yeah. Let's do something off the Songs of the Morning album. I'm in the mood for that. It's track number 4. It's called Shema B'ni. It goes like this. Shema B'ni Musar Avicha V'al titosh Torat Imecha. 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 One more time, everybody. Shema B'ni Musar Avicha V'al titosh Torat Imecha. 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 All right, everybody. So, as we're coming to a close, I want to remind everybody to go to www.fourcornersproject.org. Press the donate button and let's make it happen. Yes, support the cause of the Four Corners Daniel Shlockathon. We will be going on Sunday for an hour. Jason asks me when. I'm going to try to make it 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern time. No, 7 p.m. Israel time, which is noon in New York and 9 a.m. in LA. I'm going to try to make it 7. It might be closer to 8, though, so I'm not sure. Depends. Anyway, everybody, it's been great. I want you to have a Shabbat Shalom or a good Shabbos, depending on where you are. Some of you guys say good Shabbos, and some of you guys say Shabbat Shalom. That's right. I want you guys to have a great, great Shabbat or Shabbos. We will see you on Sunday. Hopefully 7 or 8 o'clock. Between 7 and 8, it will start anytime between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Israel time, 12 and 1 in New York. So look out for an hour show. We're going to be doing an hour show. Keep on shlocking. Stay safe. And pray for the soldiers. Pray for those Israeli soldiers. They are out in the front. It's dangerous times. Dangerous times. And that puts a wrap to Lenny Solomon Live. See you on Sunday. Keep on schlocking.